When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Martin will throw it. They're working that left side. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. The running back has it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Motion from the wideout. Martin back to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about Alabama. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to Brown. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Got the quick pass.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Looks as if the trickery and deception, they snap it to the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack and it did not work.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the catch. It's Horton. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a
deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the bat. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. He's He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Number 79, set to kick this one away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Ray fighting off the defender. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. He's at the top, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
The throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Ray. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Making side adjustments here. So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
And the Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
3:25.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Martin back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Maryland.
And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Past the first down marker and still running. Sprinting away. Touchdown tie. And that one will put them up here in the second half. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Martin will throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. In the red area, it's Brown. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running into the open space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one in 2nd and 11. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Ray. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Terrapins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There we go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
25.
So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Lasso.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
29 Philly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Martin back to pass. Setting up the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On third down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quick completion on the out route. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still
going for it all. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
42, Maryland, 25.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've...
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job on this defense so far.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time. And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Martin will throw it. That's caught. It's Manning.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. From the gun. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Going to the ground. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's White. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. They get the timeout called. He play.
Timeout, Maryland.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Martin back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a...
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous.
it.